Hello everyone, welcome to Sun, Moon, and Stars Tarot 1111. I am here to do a reading for you today. Today is Monday, so let's start with some affirmations. I always like starting Monday with an affirmation. If you haven't already, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Okay, drop a comment or drop a heart if you resonate. Thank you. All right, so let's see what we got. Affirmation. Okay, I'm trying to move it along because I have a short time frame. Short. Okay. Oh, that don't go in there. Of course, that's why it's not going in. All right, so morning mantra. Let's see, Holy Spirit, archangels, and spirit guides. Give me one message for the collective. We have. Funny, I just saw that somewhere else. Compassion, gentleness. Look, gentleness was here, and I'm almost 100% sure that has to do with being compassionate to someone else or to yourself. Okay, so it says, I have compassion for grumps. Yeah, so obviously it's somebody else. It's not easy to have a bad day, and even harder to be a permanent poo-poo head. Okay, so maybe there's someone around you that you may be dealing with that is really hard, and my ear is ringing. That's really hard to deal with, okay? Or this is someone you will be dealing with, and Spirit is saying, okay, this person is just reflecting how they feel about themselves on you. So don't take it personal. Look at the bottom here. Look at, I'm getting the lion. So I'm thinking a lot of Leos might be watching, or you got Leo in your chart, or there's something you need to have strength about, okay? I can do anything, so strength and confidence. I can do anything I want to with my life within the legal limits of my state, country, probationary guidelines. That's supposed to be like a hidden joke. Probationary guidelines, get it? No wasted days, no reason not to try. So it's better to try than not to ever try at all, right? Because, I mean, what do you got to lose? It just doesn't work? Or you sit your whole lifetime wondering what would happen had you tried, right? So we have here affirmations. Let's see, messages for the collective. Sorry guys if I'm talking fast, but I want to get this reading in. Not sure how much time I actually have. Oh God, 3 cards. So we have joy. To enjoy something, I simply need to add joy to it. Joy is the butter. Joy is like the butter. I can put it on anything and it will make it way better. Today I will add joy to everything. Really slather it on. Slather it on. Today I am the Orville Redenbacher, if I'm saying that right, of joy. And life's popcorn is about to get it. Okay, so I feel like whatever you do, don't do it with fear. Don't do it with sadness. Don't do it with depression. Don't do it with anxiety. Don't do it with anything that's negative. Okay, do everything with love and joy. I added love in there. Some of you may be looking to buy a new car, or you may be fixing your car up. I feel more so like a new car, okay? Or you may be traveling somewhere with the car here. Good things to come. There's going to be like a big purchase or a big gift, something being given to you. There are so many amazing gifts coming my way. I can't see them now because I respect the general convention of not peeking under the wrapping paper, but they will still show up when the time is just right. And that's when I'll remember how much fun it is to be surprised, okay? Surprise is from, I feel like, Spirit. Forgiveness. Someone you need to forgive here. Big. Congratulations. You're being given one of the most powerful superpowers there is. Forgiveness. Imagine that you've been bitten by a radioactive forgiver. The point is you suddenly have the ability to forgive people for their flaws, their bad days, their unkind moments, and their mistakes. And the best thing about forgiveness is that you can apply it to yourself too. Have fun wielding your new power, but remember, with great forgiveness comes great inner peace. I felt strongly too. This is like forgiving yourself, okay? And I feel like everyone deserves forgiveness because I'm sure at some point in your life you have screwed up too, and you may have wanted forgiveness. Or let's say somewhere down the line you make a mistake. You're going to want forgiveness, you know, and then you'll remember the time where you have to forgive somebody too. All right, so I feel like, you know, everyone should always forgive. It doesn't mean you have to be a sucker and repeat things or repeat cycles with people, but you have to learn to forgive people so that you can find your own peace and forgive yourself, because you know, there's going to be a time where you may need someone's forgiveness too, and you should forgive yourself just because it's just a lesson learned. Okay, so we make mistakes. Humans make mistakes, and there's lessons. We have inspiration. Okay, did I show you guys the card? I think I did. I believe I did. Yes. Yeah, I did show you the cards. All right. So we have inspiration. Okay, and it says there is a voice of inspiration within me. Right now is only a whisper, but the more I listen, the louder it will get. Inspiration. I feel like it's spirit talking to you. It's telling you to create something. Okay, or to go after something, or you might. I'm definitely getting creativity here. Soon it will be a flawless speech voiced by James Earl Jones through a megaphone with lots of applause. Okay, so I feel like whatever it is, it's gonna intensify, it's gonna amplify, and it's gonna turn into something, and soon it's gonna be put on display for the world to see, and people are going to see what it is that you have created. People are gonna want to see, people are gonna applaud, people are gonna say job well done. Your work is gonna get noticed. Okay, I feel like it's something that you've been waiting for. Okay, I feel also there's a cycle here that spirit is trying to close for you. Okay, and there needs to be forgiveness. Okay, and then once you practice this forgiveness, okay, there's gonna be all of a sudden so much like joy, inspiration, and then gifts being gifted to you because of you healing yourself and forgiving someone else, or healing and forgiving um healing and forgiving yourself, or a connection, and that right there closes a cycle. That means that you have elevated, that means you have matured, and spirit wants to bless you with something here, or some things. I feel like it's some things, it's more than one thing. And we do have grumpy person here. Okay, so there's someone that you just need to forgive. Forgive and forget, or forgive and just move on. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just gotta forgive yourself and move on. Sometimes we gotta let things go that's not good for us, or people may have walked away from us, and we just gotta forgive it, right? So these cards, I may have to make a little pause because they're not your standard deck. Oh, I already shuffled these. Two more shuffles. They are not your standard deck, and I did not want to use them because my time is short right now. Okay, I'm going to try my best, though. Let's see what I can intuitively pick up. If not, I will pause. All right, so the top. Let's see what the energy is first. Celebration. Wow. I saw this while I was shuffling. What is wrong with me today? I can't talk. Oh, my God. Shuffling. Okay. To me, this is the energy of the Three of Cups. There's some sort of celebration, some sort of happiness, some sort of reunion. Something that you can, something that you can be joyful about. Plus, we have good things to come, right? Okay. And it says here, you can do anything with your life. Look, that coincides with inspiration, doesn't it? Look, inspiration, and I can do anything I want with my life. So there's like a fire of, I'm hearing like a fireball or like a burst, because this is a cannon of inspiration here, okay? That I feel it's going to happen. I feel like, I don't know if it's going to happen after you forgive some situation here. All of a sudden, it's like the passageway is clear for you. After you do there's an act of forgiveness for yourself, or for people, or for things that require your forgiveness, and then it's like all these gifts, and then it's like boom, I'm getting like 8 of Wand energy, where fast energy coming in from spirit. The gifts start coming in, the clarity, the inspiration, the fire sparks. It's like a fire gets lit under your ass, and it's just like a reason to celebrate. So I'm already getting a good like energy off this reading, okay? But we do have 7 of Wands. Is it 7 of Wands? 7 of Wands, yeah. I feel like you are, it says here, stressed. So I feel like you will be a little bit stressed out. Maybe it's going to be overwhelming for you, I'm thinking. Oh, or there's someone who could be wanting a reunion with you. For some of you, it's about a reunion of some sort that may have you like very, like, how you say, wanting to protect yourself, okay? And it could be someone that you were in separation with, okay? Because we have here four of Wands in reverse is like a separation of some sort, a separation of a home, a separation, some sort of separation here. It's gonna have you a little, I feel like a little stressed out. Maybe you don't know how to, it's a fear of handling, a situation. Maybe there's something that you need to deal with, or someone you need to deal with. Okay, look at this person. It's like they got all the wands, right? And It's like there's someone here, like some sort of monkey. It's kind of like an ongoing circus. You know what I mean? I'm getting like it's an ongoing, like, revolving circle that's become at this point a circus, and it's like, you know, it's like, what's that saying? Not my monkey, not my circus, or not my circus, not my monkey, something like that. Okay, and I feel like it's ongoing, and it's like nonstop, constantly you having to defend yourself against something or someone. Okay, and it's like this person is trying to pop the bubble that he's standing on so that this person can fall. Okay, so I feel like it's also like, you know, you have to defend yourself, you have to guard yourself, but you have to show compassion also as well, you know. And that talks about, that shows a lot of emotional growth. Okay, so I feel like it's a lesson, like someone's constantly testing you. I feel like there's someone constantly testing you, constantly keeping you on guard, constantly making you having to defend yourself. Okay, constantly trying to see you fail or see you fall. Okay, and it's in someone that you have a separation with. Okay, or there's someone that you're not, if it's not participation, I feel like it's some sort of disagreement with, or a separation for some of you. Okay, and this could be I don't know, I'm, you know, with this energy here, there could be, I'm getting like a resolution here. Okay, that will lead to success and happiness and all these gifts. Like, these gifts are from spirit. When you do the right thing and you end cycles correctly, and you learn the lesson, this is when you have this celebration. But also, this could be about a reunion. Someone could be coming back. Okay, for some of you. All right, so how is I gonna do this? So we're just gonna pull. We got rebirth. Yes, Ten of Swords. I'm surprised they put rebirth on the Ten of Swords, because the Ten of Swords is like, it's like you're at the end of all battles. Okay, see, like, this lion is getting ready to attack, and this person is standing on top of the lion, playing a flute. It's almost like this person has conquered the lion. Okay, it's almost like the lion is very aggressive, but this person is playing the flute. Isn't that interesting? It's almost like a sense of compassion, a sense of this person is trying to tame the beast. This person is trying to calm this person down, or is remaining calm regardless. But this is the 10. It's interesting because this card is different. Rebirth. I feel like it's like you're at the end of something, and after all the pain that you have been through, all the struggles, okay, all the it's like there was a lot of resistance, or there was a lot of needing to hold back, or there was a lot of needing self-control. I feel like you kind of mastered it, because this kid, it's like a young person just sitting on top of the lion, fearless, just playing a flute. And I feel like it's like you just mastered something here. It's like you become so strong, so courageous. Okay, and we saw that here, didn't we? Look at this. We got the lion. So it's like rebirth, lion. Like, it's like you've entered a new phase of where things don't have an effect on you. Ten of Swords. This is weird, because this is not a typical Ten of Swords. Look at this. I knew this card was gonna come out. Yes, traveling. I'm telling you, it's like fast communication, or something fast happening. Okay, it's like after there was some sort of ending. After, you know, they say after endings, and 10 equals endings, there's a rebirth. Okay, and when we have a rebirth, it's like doors close and new ones enter. So the minute something closes here, I feel like the minute I'm also getting like an aggressor, someone who comes in your energy and is quick to attack, and or is quick to stir the pot, or someone who's trying to get under your skin. This person may be trying to I'm here like you know, when someone plays games just to get a reaction, and it's like you're sitting there just calm, collective, playing the flute, unbothered. Okay, and I feel like this is self-mastery. This is like a lesson here. Okay, this is like a lesson here. And then you have the Eight of Wands. So for me, the Eight of Wands is something coming in fast. I think those things that are coming in fast is those gifts, that inspiration. Okay, that inspiration, because you dealt with someone here. That lion is almost like the grumpy person, right? Because look at his face, he's very grumpy. And remember what that card says, I have compassion for grumps. It's not easy to have a bad day and even harder to be a permanent poo-poo head. So it's almost like, don't let people affect you. Don't let their energy affect your whole entire day. Like, don't, learning how to come out of, like some of you may have been in the past, like very super sensitive, always on defense and unguarded and guarded. Here we have 15, 16, 17, 18. We have past lives, okay? See, now this is different. Here we have, this is supposed to actually be, if this is a standard tarot deck, 18 would be the moon. But this says past lives. So I feel like this is the things that you're dealing with, the things that you have overcome. It's like it was something that happened in time, from generation to generation, cycle to cycle. Like, I feel like a lot of you have closed out generational patterns and cycles, okay? You were the one that was sent. It's almost like you're the chosen one out of your family to beat some sort of generational cycle that has been happening, okay? And it's almost like I'm getting like past lives, like your ancestors, they're happy, they're content, okay? I feel like a lot of them feel free, because a lot of them look like they stuck in this time, stuck in this time bottle. They're stuck somewhere. Okay, let's keep going. I'm going to go more on that one. Healing. Now, what the heck is this? See, these cards are different. Yeah, healing past life karma. Okay. It's like your ancestors, they couldn't do this. The people, the generations before you, your parents, they could not heal this past life karma. Okay? They were stuck, and it's like almost, I feel like your past ancestors, the past lives, they were stuck in some kind of, I'm getting like stuck in time, or stuck in some kind of, like, it's like they don't feel free. Stuck, I'm trying to get the word out. Stuck in some kind of cycle. I'm getting a cycle. Because look, it's like it's you see how this goes? You see how there's people in here and they're down here, and it's like they can't go in, they can't go out. It's just, it just can go all around like a repeating cycle. And I feel like they couldn't heal it, but I feel like you were the one to heal it. Okay? We have maturity. Now, what kind of card is this? This is like a rainbow card. This must be Earth. Oh, this might be I'm getting maturity, almost like the mother of coins, like the queen of coins in reverse. Yeah, a lot of I feel like a lot of your past life, like a lot of you may have been struggling with money. You may have been struggling with being grounded. You may have been struggling with your independence, or struggling just to even nurture yourself. Like, I feel like there's also you're being given a message to heal and nurture yourself, get grounded, know your self-worth. I feel like this is like past life karma for sure. Like your past life, they struggled with this. They struggled. Like, okay, a lot of you may have dated people who were no good for you. A lot of you dealt with things that were not of your highest good. I think a lot of you have been hurt in a lot of relationships that made you feel very insecure, that made you feel unloved, that made you, it's almost like you stopped taking care and nurturing yourself. And almost like, I feel like also there's a message, Eight of Wands also talks about fast messages coming, where your past life, your ancestors kind of want you to continue to heal your heart, okay? Or they see that they see your struggles, they see your pain, they see the pain that you went through, because this is someone who's content, she's happy, she's nurturing, she's loving, she's someone who is very stable, okay, and can provide. But I feel like right now you may be struggling with your heart chakra, and because this is the heart, this looks like a heart chakra almost. And I feel like your ancestors, your past loved ones, your spirit guides are trying to come in with a message and let you know that they do see your pain. They do see what you have been through. And almost I'm getting the sense that they're very grateful, okay? Because this is something that your ancestors, your past loved ones, okay, have been through, and they could not heal it, okay? But you are going to be the one to heal it. And also, it's like they're putting hands over you. They're praying over you. They're protecting you, okay? They see your pain. They see the very self-limiting self-doubt, the thoughts that you have. I feel like they see that, and they're coming through strong, like trying to let you know that they're here. They see and they're grateful for what you were doing, and for staying on your healing track to so that, you know, you could break this generational cycle. Wow. It's almost like you're being gifted for this. I wouldn't be surprised some sort of gift card comes out. No thinking. This is interesting. So, no thinking. This is like the higher. No thinking. This would be like the Hierophant. This is interesting. We have no thinking. Now, this is definitely not typical tarot. Okay, I'm going to go off my better judgment of my intuition. No thinking in reverse is like, for me, right away I'm thinking no more mind effing. If you have been someone who's constantly in your head, stressed out, constantly overthinking, constantly it's like an indecisive, can't make a decision, so much confusion, so many thoughts where you couldn't listen. I feel like now, like, you're coming out of that. I can't even relate to these cards to the regular tarot, so I'm gonna stop trying, and I'm just gonna go based off my intuition and what the pictures are showing me here. So I feel like Spirit's asking you, okay, so after 10, right? So 10 is like the ending of something. So it's like the ending of you constantly being in your head, the ending of you constantly overthinking, the ending of you constantly being stressed out with all these thoughts overloaded. It's the end of that. Okay, you have conquered that. Look at you now. You're just like, I feel like there's a lot of you in like this kind of meditative calm state. Okay, I feel like a lot of you are if you haven't got there, you will get there soon. Like, you're conquering that. You're conquering that it's like that mental, it's like mental mind effing, where you just non-stop thinking, non-stop like negative thinking, or just like worrying. I feel like there's the end to that. Oh, that's great. Maybe that's why we have celebration here. Maybe that's why your inspiration here is taking off, because your inspiration is taking off, because now you have room, you have cleared your mind, you've cleared your brain. Now you can actually hear. And it's funny, while I was going through my cards, I saw the High Priestess, or what seemed to be the High Priestess. Look at this. I'm telling you, the mind. Look, I'm not even lying. No more mind effing. No more mind effing. This is funny. The mind. So this is like the 5 of Swords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wait a minute. I'm telling you, I need to just stop relating this. Yeah, I'm just going to stop doing that. I feel like, again, it's like clarifying what I just said. It's like, see, it says here, the bottom, mind, okay? It's like you are clearing your mind. You're clearing your thoughts. You're clearing the clutter out, okay? This is the end to that. I mean, look at this face. This person's like tired, done. So I'm going to take that as a clarifier for that. Spirit, just because it's like a blank card, and he just confirmed for me that what I was saying was true. Compromise. Okay, yes, you see? There's going to be forward movement or something coming in fast. Is this going to be communication, or communication that's going to lead to a positive result, okay, which is the celebration, okay? I feel there's a cycle that's going to close out here, because look what we have here. We have compromise. Remember, I told you there's someone that you need to forgive. You may need to agree to disagree, just so that you don't have to hang on to this hurt or this pain, and you can close a cycle out with someone here. And again, this might be someone who's very grumpy, or someone who is just constantly if it's not someone who's grumpy, I feel like this is someone who tries to get under your skin, someone who tries to provoke you, or to play games with you, or this is just someone or something, like the information or something, the way they speak or how they talk to you, it kind of sets your mood off for the day, and it really affects your energy, I feel. So I feel like there has to be some, for some of you, we did see that what seemed to be a 4 wands, that's a separation. Again, that's a separation. Leaving. Some of you may be leaving somebody or separating from something, okay, that's been affecting your energy. But, you know, close the cycle out on a very respectful and a good note. You know, forgive, compromise. There has to be some sort of compromise here. 6 is also, yes, I told you, yes, this would even be it. Listen, This is for me Earth energy 6. So I feel like because you're compromising with someone, you're closing out a cycle with someone, you may ending something very in a very mature way. I'm getting like in a very mature way here with someone. I feel that, again, spirit is going to come in fast and bless you for this, because it's like a lesson learned how to close cycles out without, you know, leaving things unsaid, or ego tit for tat, or holding on to regret, holding on to resentment. Like maybe there's a conversation that needs to be had. And for me, the Six of Pentacles in a regular tarot deck would be all about gifts, receiving gifts, like gifts, spirit bringing you gifts. Eight of Wands, this is like fast energy coming in. You see the sun here? It's fast energy coming in, fast communication, things happening fast the minute you close a cycle out correctly with someone, or spirit wants you to end something with someone, but do it correctly. Woo! Experiences. So we have Three of Wands. So yeah, so Three of Wands is under the past lives here. So I feel like a lot of the gifts, opportunities, things that were like your ancestors, they struggled too, okay? You know, they talk about Three of Wands, it's like your things, the ships coming in, your gifts coming in, help is on the way, you know. And I feel like a lot of them kept repeating cycles, so the blessings, the gifts that were supposed to be meant for their life never came, okay? Three of Wands, experiencing, like a lot of them didn't learn the lesson. See, we have experiencing in reverse. See, for you, I feel experience should be upright, because you went through the experiences, you went through the lessons, you learned the lessons, but your past lives, they didn't, okay? They just kept repeating cycle after cycle, okay? And they were trapped in this cycle. Look at them, trapped, okay? I'm picking up intuitive downloads, so guys, bear with me. Adventure, yeah, so I'm getting like a lot of Page of Wands. Wow, it's like they want you to, okay, I feel like this is more like for here, okay? Past life, we get a lot of message with past life. Adventure, I feel like they want you to be young again, be youthful again. Like, think when you were younger, you remember how you used to dream, and when you dreamt, it was like you believed in it and you went for it. You know, if you said when you were younger you were gonna be like an astronaut, and you played the role of an astronaut, and you made fake, you know, rocket ships and fake, you know, you made all these things to make it seem like you already were an astronaut. So it's almost like being very childlike minded. Also, I'm also hearing being that it's under the past lives with your heart. See, the healing of the heart here is in reverse, and maturity in reverse. It's like emotional immaturity, or not being grounded. You know, it's something with the heart chakra and a lack of self-worth here. I feel like you're healing, that inner child is going to be healed, okay? This is all past life karma. It's almost like they're asking you to forgive yourself, because here this talks about the things that you're going through has nothing to do with you. It's you healing past life karma from the family, the ancestors, the people before you, okay? So they want you also to forgive yourself, okay, for these experiences in reverse. They were unpleasant, very unpleasant experiences. They're asking you to, and I feel like they're thanking you and they're helping you, because we have the hands here over your heart, okay, and protecting you. They're thanking you for this, okay? And I feel like you're healing that inner child, healing those inner wounds, things that you grew up with, your parents may have instilled in you that were instilled in them, you know, and just kept going down the family line, okay? And it's like also forgive your parents, okay? Because your parents were only taught what they were taught growing up, you know, it's like generation to generation, okay? I'm hearing forgive your parents. Flowering, see, flowering in reverse to me is like we're getting, didn't I get this over here? Maturity and flowering. Okay, I'm a little confused in what card this is. Give me a timeout. So I'm pretty much on track here, but I have to go back. So over here, when we have maturity, this is like Ace of Wands, okay? Actually, no, excuse me, Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like with your ancestors, okay, everything I said I believe to be true, but also I want to add that with the maturity card here, this is like a lack of growth, a lack of maturity, a lack of learning from experiences in reverse, a lack of learning from lessons. Therefore, it blocked a lot of your new beginnings. It blocked a new beginning for you. And look, we have new beginning here because look, this is a child. This is like a reset. This is like a new start. This is like, you know, an adventure, going on an adventure, starting new, going down a new path, doing something different, okay, from what you would normally learn. Because I feel like a lot of your blessings, your new beginnings, your forward movement, like also Ace of Wands is like, I mean, the Ace of Pentacles is like, it's like money. It's about career. So if you've been struggling in those areas, it's because this past life karma that needed to be healed, and they recognize that, okay? And they want you to have this new start. So they want you to forgive. They want you to learn from their experiences that they did not learn, being that there's here in reverse, okay? Healing that inner child, okay? Going through it was a long fight, but look at her. There's like light at the end of the tunnel. There's a rainbow, I swear. Stepping into a new beginning, starting new, okay? Flowering, because I feel like a lot of you here, this would actually be the Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, I believe it's the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Yes, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. It's like whatever this was, it stunted your growth. It stunted some of you. This may have something to do with their mother. You may have you know, a pretty tense relationship with your mother, but also I'm getting forgive your mother here too, because your mother may have struggled also growing up with her own self-worth, dealing with past life karma. So I don't know if this came from the mother side. Yeah, whatever it is, it causes you a lot of stress, okay? Let's see what else I can get off here. Let's see, one more after the flowering. Breakthrough. There's going to be a breakthrough, though, okay? We have, this would be 11. Okay, so there is a breakthrough happening here for you, okay? So I feel like you're going to be you're going to conquer all these things that have been keeping you held back. I feel there's a lot of, there was a lot of things that you need to pay attention to, a lot of things that you needed to clear, a lot of things that you know, it wasn't really yours to begin with. It's just something that you were chosen, okay, to do. That's how I feel. So breakthrough here, it's like the strength card, and we've seen that a lot here because look, we have didn't we see a lion there? Okay, here it goes. The lion, see the lion, it's like having strength. Okay, again, a lot of you could be Leo, or it's just you're taking on the strength, the confidence of a Leo. There's a breakthrough here, someone busting through wow, someone it's like you're busting through all these things that were holding you back, okay? It's like, I feel like, you see how these people are stuck in this, it looks like a time capsule, a time bottle, okay? I feel like you're not going to be stuck in that. It's like you're going to bust out of that, okay? Whatever has been keeping you stuck, whatever's been holding you back, almost like if it's like you lived your whole life closed inside of a box or some sort of glass, and it's like you're gaining the strength, the confidence to break through. Look at this, the lion here, okay? There's something that you're conquering here. Also, we have the lion here, okay? There's a breakthrough, okay? It's like you're tired of the pain, you're tired of the suffering, okay? So I feel like because you were so tired of this pain, so much suffering, you were motivated, you were ambitious, you were dying to just like figure out how can you fix it, how can you heal from it, how can you set yourself free from this, okay? Because it was just too much for you to bear. And I really feel like your ancestors are really recognizing the work that you have put in, okay? They don't want you to feel like you're alone. You're not alone. They recognize your pain. They recognize your heartache. They recognize your financial situation. But there is a breakthrough here, okay? You do have a breakthrough happening here. And I feel like that is why this breakthrough is going to lead to that celebration that we saw. Where was that? Did I lose it? I'm constantly moving my cards around. But there was a card here that talks about celebration. Where the hell did I take it? I'm always moving things and losing things. I'm the mess. But anyway, I did see celebration here. It was in the beginning of the reading. I can't pull it back out because I lost it. Oh, it's right here. Here we go. Celebration. Okay. This breakthrough is going to lead to a celebration, I feel. Wow. So don't be stressed out about it. Look, we got the master. Okay. we have the master, right? And I feel like the master here is, I believe this is the emperor. Let's double check that. So this deck actually made an extra card past the world card, okay? And it talks about mastery. So I'm going to leave it at this note. This card talks about freeing yourself from your mind, disattaching yourself from your mind. Whatever was going on in the mind, it's like removing yourself from your mind. And once you master how to like detach yourself from the mind, it's like self-mastery. Like you have mastered something here. You know, I heard about this. There was like a real spiritual speaker. I forgot his name. Or he talks about this, the mind. And I feel like the mind is like, it's like reforming your mind or detaching yourself from the mind in order to like achieve true consciousness. And I feel like you are achieving that here. I feel like you have mastered your mind, okay? Because I feel like your mind was the major part of the problem. The thoughts, the ideas, the things that we were conformed to growing up as a child was stuck in the mind, okay? And I feel like you have mastered your mind, and because you mastered your mind, it created a breakthrough here, okay? Well, that's what I think I have for you today. You know what, guys? I actually had to stop my video, but I want to continue here because hopefully I don't get no more freaking interruptions. I was already rushing through this reading, which I don't like to do. So, I have to go in on this. The Master, this is like an extra card that was put into this deck. It's beyond the World card, which talks about endings. Okay? And it's like they go into a further explanation here. And it says, the Master in Zen is not a master over others, but a master of himself. His every gesture and his every word reflect his enlightened state. You get that? Enlightened state. He has no private goals, no desire anything should be other than the way it is. Wow. He has no private goals, no desire that anything should be the way that it is, than the way it is. It's like being okay with being in your now is what I'm hearing. You're not worried about your past anymore, and you're not thinking about the future that doesn't exist. It's like you're okay with, and you accept things the way they are right now. Okay? His disciples gather around him not to follow him, but to soak up his presence and be inspired by his example. So I'm getting a lot of leadership here. Look, the Master, I feel like it's like you graduated, okay? And a lot of you are becoming leaders. And people are going to look up to you. They're going to want to know how you did it. In his eyes, they find their own truth reflected. And in his silence, they fall more easily into the silence of their own beings. The Master becomes the disciples not because he wants to lead them. The Master welcomes the disciples not because he wants to lead them, but because he has so much to share. Okay? Oh, so it's like it's instead of saying leading, it's like he's sharing what he has learned and how he was able to master himself. Together, they create an energy field that supports each unique individual in finding his or own light. His or her own light. If you can find such a master, you are blessed. If you cannot, keep on searching. Learn from the teachers and the would-be masters and move on. Caryaveti said, Gautam Buddha, keep on moving. I don't know what the hell that means. But it's like, if you can find someone who has already mastered this, okay, who has done this, it's somebody you want to listen to. I'm trying to think of the person's name he reminds me of. Suguru, maybe. He's on YouTube. He's like, I don't know, he's Middle Eastern or Indian, or I forgot where he's from. Suguru. Yeah. He's on YouTube, and he's like very, the teachings here is very similar. Like, he's just like a real smart, wise person that you just want to sit and listen to and just absorb everything about him. I think it's Suguru. Beyond mind, there is an awareness that is intrinsic. This is not given to you by the outside and is not an idea. And there is no experiment up to now that has found any center in the brain which corresponds to the awareness. The whole work of meditation is to make you aware of all that is mind and disidentify yourself from it. Wow. So it's like recognizing what are your thoughts and detaching from them. Okay? That's crazy. That is like so wise. That very separation is the greatest revolution that can happen to man. It's like quieting the mind, detaching from the mind. Okay? This identifying yourself from the mind. Because a lot of you have identified yourself because of your thoughts that you have learned, the things that you have learned, or the things that you have carried, or the things that you have kept stuck in your mind that were negative. Okay, negative thoughts, negative experiences, negative words, negative self-talk, self-doubt. Is learning how to detach yourself from your mind and be in silence, be still. Because when you're still and when you're in silence is when you can hear God speak, you can hear spirit speak, you can hear, your intuition is clear, you're able to get guidance to achieve anything that you want in life. That's all coming from me, by the way. Now you can do and act on only that which makes you more joyous. I just said that. Now you can do and act on only that which makes you more joyous, fulfills you, gives you contentment, makes your life a work of art, a beauty. Didn't we see that here? Interruption number 55. Anyway, I'm going to repeat that. Now you can do and act on only what that makes you more joyous, fulfills you, gives you contentment, makes your life a work of art, a beauty. See? And we have that here. Didn't we have that here? Joy. It came right out here with the popcorn. Okay? Pouring, it's like all this joy being poured all over your life only because you mastered yourself. But this is possible only if the master in you is awake. See, that's what they talk about, the awakening, the awoken. Right now, the master is fast asleep, and the mind, the servant, is playing the role of a master. And the servant is not even your servant. The servant is created by the outside world. It follows the outside world and its laws. I don't know if I quite caught that. Let me say that again. And in the mind, the servant is playing the role of the master. In the mind, the servant is playing the role of the okay, I get it. And the servant is not even your servant. The servant is created by the outside world. Okay, see? It's created by your experiences, the things you have learned. It follows the outside world and its laws. So it's like whatever spirit instills in you, whatever you're being guided to know, or the things that are the real truth, the laws of the universe that are the truth, it's like they're being blocked off by your mind, okay? And you think your mind is serving you or serving your highest good, but it's not. It's like it's saying that it's something that's it's created by outsiders, or it's not the truth, okay? So it's like you've been following things that aren't the truth. I hope I'm making sense here. You've been following things that are not of the truth, okay? And it's like detaching, or like they said here, disidentifying with your mind. Once your awareness becomes a flame, it burns up the whole slavery that the mind has created. It's almost like you've been oppressed, and you've been like feeling enslaved to your own mind, to your own thoughts, and it's created so many blockages. Also, I'm hearing for some of you, it have created your own mind is what created your sickness. Okay, that's what I just heard. Okay, and I feel like, yes, see, we have that breakthrough here. Didn't we talk about that just now? The flame, it burns, and the whole slavery mind has created. So here goes that breakthrough, okay, that happened here before the master came in. Okay, and because of that breakthrough, we have that inspiration, which is that flame. Okay, look at the line here. He's also coming out of a cannon. And what do cannons do? They blow a big bomb. There's like a big explosion. There's a fire. There's a flame. His head looks like a flame, right? And I feel like this is what happens the minute you clear your mind, or disidentify. It's a good word. We got to keep that in mind. Disidentify with your mind. Once your awareness becomes a flame, okay, that's where that inspiration comes. Okay, it burns the whole slavery that mind has created. There is no blissfulness more precious than freedom, than being a master. See, there is no blissfulness. I mean, there's nothing more you can be happy about. See, we got that celebration card here. Than your freedom. So I feel like a lot of you want to be free. It's like, even if you weren't a slave, it's like you're being enslaved by the things that not even yours to carry. Than being a master of your own destiny. So you have mastered. Wow. So I think that's what I'm going to call this here today. Mastering your own destiny. Okay? And I feel like it's been a struggle for you. And it's like, I feel like this guy is just struggling a lot here. And he's almost like blowing his horn because he's like trying to call out for help, but he needs help. Okay? And it's like people always trying to pull you down or trying to, but I feel like just your guides are telling you, see, this is someone trying to uh point, they see this is a needle and they're trying to pop the bubble this person is standing on. It's like it's always somebody trying to bring you down. And it's like spirit is saying, and I feel like really it's your ancestors speaking here as well, your past life, your past ascendants, like they're telling you, like, we see the pain that you have been through, we're grateful for you. Okay? And I'm really getting a strong pull to this card here. And I thought about, I think I mentioned in the beginning of the reading, the Eight of Wands, or at least it was coming in my head, Eight of Wands. Because the Eight of Wands for me is like fast communication, or things coming in fast from spirit. It's like a lot of inspiration, a lot of creativity. Eight of Wands is like a lot of wands. There's a lot of like good energy coming in. Or this could be positive communication. Again, I feel like you conquered something here. I mean, you fought the good fight. And look, you're unfazed, you're unbothered. Okay? This lion is like looking at this person like, how am I not even getting a reaction? How am I not even like scaring this person? This person's sitting here playing the flute, all calm and collective. And again, your ancestors are coming through here. The ancestors, okay? Your past loved ones, your past, the people from your past life, okay? They're seeing how much they couldn't do this. A lot of them, they couldn't fight this generational pattern. A lot of them had to do with the heart chakra, and it had to do with emotional maturity, okay, which threw your heart chakra off. And I feel like they're the Eight of Wands is like them communicating, fast communication coming in. There's communication coming in that they're trying to tell you that they are so grateful for you and what you have done here, okay? They feel like, yes, no thinking. Yes, here we go. This is why I have to go back, because I was rushing through the reading. No thinking means you detach from your mind. See, no thinking in reverse. Okay, it means that you have conquered this. Okay, no thinking. Okay, I feel like you went through a phase of constantly overthinking and thinking and mind effing and mind stressing and worrying and fear. You just didn't live in your present. You didn't live in your now. You were so worried. You were so affected by the past and so worried about a future that didn't exist that you forgot to live in your present. Okay, look, this is the mind. This is what the mind was doing to you. Okay, this is what the mind was doing to you. And it's like, I'm hearing it blocked your creativity. It blocked your creativity. But that's going to end here. I'm telling you, with this Eight of Wands also, I'm getting a lot of inspiration and creativity coming in, because you let something go. You closed the door to something. It's like you died to something, or the ending of something. It's like the ending of mind effing, okay? And because there's an ending of mind effing, there is a breakthrough. You had a breakthrough, okay? And again, here we have this I knew was going to come out too, which is like the Six of Pentacles, which is like being gifted something, okay? You're being gifted something, and it's right underneath the Eight of Wands. It's like the minute that something ends for you, the minute that you detach that mindset of overthinking, the way the minute I'm hearing meditate, and listen, I gotta practice what I preach, okay? I try to silence my mind. I try my best, but I'm always like, people around me, it's very hard. So when I have my time alone, I really like complete silence, and I just try to be as quiet as possible, okay? And maybe that's what you need to do. Just, turn everything off. Just be silent, okay? And I feel like because you learn to compromise with people that have been trying to these people, understand, they were brought into your life to it's like they pushed you forward, okay? These people are catalysts to your success. If you have someone around you who's constantly provoking you, or is constantly trying to get under your skin, or trying to get your attention in order to distract you, or in order to how do you say, this person's like always trying to play games, or this person is constantly like bickering or arguing with you, and it was the reason for that is spirit brought someone who triggers you, in order to see if you could in order to see if you still give this person a reaction. Okay, that means that there was still emotional growth needed there. And I feel like you react to everything. You over explode in the past. You over exploded. You got out of your character, and it did you no good. It also created bad karma for you because it took you out of your character. I feel like a lot of your relationships or people around you, it's like you get so emotional or defensive, or you get so sensitive that you would emotionally overreact. Okay, and I feel like you're mastering that. Okay, there's a breakthrough for that. You're healing that inner child for that new beginning here. Okay, you're realizing that there is light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, this is almost like entering into a portal of a new start, a new life here. Okay, we had the Ace of Wands here in reverse. So it's like your ancestors know, okay, that you have had a lot of broken hearts, a lot of missed opportunities, a lot of you've been suffering a lot when it comes to your finances. Okay, and they recognize that, and they're trying to explain to you that you should really forgive yourself because it has nothing to do with you. Look, I'm seeing nature here. You need to get grounded. You got clarity coming into you. Clarity. Okay, some of you need to just like relax, take a break. Look at this person on a hammock. I'm not going to go into all the, I'm just going to tell you intuitively what I'm getting here, right? And I feel like because also if there's someone that you may are completely ending things with, and you need to separate from someone, and you're agreeing to disagree, and you're closing out a cycle correctly, respectfully, and you're stating your point without being like creating more karma for yourself, being compassionate to someone else's feelings. If you feel like, what, I've been thinking about this for a long time for some of you, and I feel like it's time to part ways, and it's time to part ways. Okay, but I feel like a lot of you may still have an ego trip where you go tit for tat, or you still hold on to something when you know it's no good for you. It's setting you back. And Spirit, it's like a test. I believe it's a test to see if you can end things, cycles, respectfully, compassionately, without overreacting, without without it being like a fight. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the minute you do that, it's like these gifts come in. This is to me like the Six of Pentacles. Like, because you've done that, it's like all these forward movement, these gifts coming in. There's a lot of messages in here. This is why I couldn't just stop. Okay, I'm also getting here with the past lives. Okay, they realize, okay, your past loved ones, your ancestors realize all the negative like experiences that you went through. For me, I'm picking up, because it's in reverse, a lot of negative experiences. Okay, but I feel like these experiences were all part of your growth. They were all part of healing that inner child. Everything that's going to they keep talking about a flame reigniting. Okay, see, look at, she's all full with flame. Her whole body is a flame. Okay, and I feel like because of whatever trauma you had, or this past life karma, these pains, these fears, these lack of self-worth, these negative self-thoughts, the lack of love for oneself, or listening to everything that other people have put on you. Okay, people, like, it's like accepting less than you deserve. Like, I feel like a lot of you took more than what you should have taken from people. There was no boundaries. You had no boundaries. Okay, and I feel like the lessons here was about self-respect, self-love, boundaries, emotional maturity here, learning how to stay grounded, learning not how to let other people justify, like, don't allow people, what's the right word, validate you. You validate yourself, and as long as Spirit validates you, that's all that matters. That's all you should care about. As long as God sees who you are, and or Spirit, whatever you call him, as long as he sees who you are and he validates you, and you're doing the right thing, and you're not creating bad karma for yourself, then you know that you're going down the right path. But if you're constantly doing things to get other people's validation to accept you, it's because you don't accept yourself. There's something or things about yourself that need healing that you don't accept about yourself. So if you dealt with a bunch of people that were nasty, they were triggering you, they caused you a lot of pain, a lot of stress, a lot of fighting, okay, Spirit only put those people in your life temporarily, in order, it's for somebody out there that he may be stressing like that, in order for you to grow. Okay, But I don't think, and I think most of you know, this is not the person for you, because now you're growing. Now you're learning, okay? Now you're learning, anything that Spirit or God gives you is not going to be hard to hold on to. There's just going to be such a connection that it's like, it's all love, you know? If this, it's like, if there's a constant struggle in keeping the connection together, or constant fighting, or it's like constant worrying, or there's a constant disagreement, or like you don't see eye to eye, it's because that person is not meant for you. For some of you, you needed to hear that, okay? And I feel like, again, there's a reset here, a new start. It's like you've released that karma, and here you are, a child again, getting ready to, it's like an adventure, getting ready to re-explore the world that you have already explored, but from a clear mind, a clear, like a reset, a do-over. You're getting a do-over at life here, okay? That Ace of Pentacles that was here in reverse, okay? It's simply like that's all past, okay? That missed opportunity, that new start, that money, that growth, that stability, that emotional happiness, that's all over, okay? Flowering, again, this flowering card keeps coming out, because I feel like a lot of you just didn't love yourself. You didn't accept yourself, and it stopped you. Flowering for me is like growth, fertility, nurturing, abundance, being grounded, okay? And I feel like a lot of you didn't have this, okay? You didn't have this, but I feel like, again, with this card next to it, you're breaking through that. You're breaking through that self-negative thoughts, that self-negative patterns, that you're learning, like they said here, okay, in the final card. The final card is that mastering of the freeing yourself, and like and knowing that the mind, it doesn't control you, okay? Separating your mind, your identity, like your what is it? What was the word they were using? It's like detaching from the mindset that your mind, whatever your mind creates or hears or says, it's what creates your identity, and that is not true, because they say the mind is created from things from the outside. The thoughts are outside thoughts. Those are not thoughts of spirit, okay? The mind is a very, very complicated place, okay? So I feel like a lot of you are mastering, okay? It's been a long battle, but I can tell you, okay, that is beyond the world card, and the world is the endings for new beginnings to start. And this is just simply an explanation as to what you actually ended. Some of you people thought it was about a person. No. They use these people as catalysts, okay, for your growth. At the end of the day, you can go ahead and forgive whoever you got to forgive, because they actually were catalysts to your success. Whether they were difficult to deal with or not, whether they were triggering or not, whether they didn't give you your self-worth or not. No one's supposed to validate you. No one's responsible for your emotional growth or your emotional stability. And no one is supposed to make you feel better about yourself when you don't feel better about yourself. These people were all there to trigger you, okay? To make you, feel like, oh, this person doesn't care. This person doesn't validate me. This person doesn't think this of me. It was like always constantly worrying what people think about you. And I feel like you're mastering that, okay? That's all stuck in your mind. It was all a mindset. There is a definite breakthrough here of self-mastery. And again, it's going to lead to a celebration here. And for some of you, a lot of you had to... I'm sorry, something's stopping me here. No, okay, whatever. Maybe I should read it. It's like the celebration here is you. Again, I don't know where I left off. Mastering your mind, mastering your thoughts, freeing yourself. This is a celebration. You know why? Because it's like freedom. You freed yourself. You've mastered yourself, and now it's like you're ready to take on the world. You're ready for that new adventure. You're ready for the gifts that are coming in. You're ready for the abundance, the stability, the opportunities, the creative inspirations that are going to lead to abundance. Again, these creative opportunities that are going to be given to you, okay, are blessings. And those blessings, that inspiration, that creativity, you're going to have an abundance here, or they're going to be gifts. Spirit's going to be giving you gifts, multiple gifts. Okay, and this is also like your ancestors, your past loved ones thanking you. They're showering you. Some of you, it could be inheritance that comes from these ancestors you had no clue about, okay? And it comes to you. I'm hearing check in the mail. For some of you, a check in the mail, okay? Or just lots of blessings being poured over your life, or gifts that are like dormant in you. These gifts that were clouded by your belief system, by your upbringing, by conforming to society. Those gifts that were like in you, but they just could not come out. It's because you still had some things to clear away. I feel like those things are those things are what's gonna bring you abundance as well. Okay, it's like you're self-made. Everything that you create is self-made, and it's gonna bring you so much abundance, so much happiness, so much luck. I'm gonna read this. What the heck is I keep looking at it? I can't change which way the river bends, so I might as well strap in and enjoy the strange little boat ride. Anyone bring a cooler? Okay, enjoy the strange little boat. What it's saying here is go with the flow. Don't resist, okay? Don't try to, I'm hearing, don't try to control the way things happen, how they happen, and the way you want them to happen. Just live your life. Live in your now. Try to be as happy and grateful as you can for every day you wake up, okay? And you're going to see how life is going to move you, okay? Spirit is going to move you. For some of you, I'm hearing you may be stuck in a relationship that's making you very unhappy, or you see it's not giving you any justice, or it's not giving you happiness, or it's becoming more stress than love. Spirit is trying to move you away from that person, okay, and into a new direction. But some of you are resisting it because you're afraid of change, or you're afraid of ending things because you're afraid of if there's going to be something else that'll come after it, or a new beginning. But I can guarantee you, if you're not happy and you close one door and you do it correctly and respectfully, you're going to see a new door open with something better, okay? Because they always say endings brings new beginnings, right? Okay, now I'm going to end this reading because now I feel like I got everything out. I don't like to rush my readings because then I start scatterbraining and I can't really get downloads. See, when you have a lot of nervousness or anxiety, it stops like your intuition from working. And I was getting a little anxious because I was trying to rush a reading because I had a certain time limit, but I'm able to continue it, and I think I got all the messages out here, okay? All right, guys, so if you resonated with this reading, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, drop a comment or drop a heart, okay? And share with your friends. Bye.